Sustainable development goals are still being negotiated, but the post-2015 process required that we think differently on how we run business. And it is critically important at this point in time to create more jobs, while also responding to the whole issue of inequity that is growing in the world, at the same time conserve the environment and protect the environment. Therefore, entrepreneurs play a very important role because governments will be unable to create more jobs. It is critically important that more small, micro, medium enterprises are created that would use natural resources in a sustainable way, while therefore responding to the triple bottom line that SEED is promoting. Sustainable development goals will not be implemented by governments only or by big corporations only. It is everybody's role, from private sector to local authorities to national authorities. And at every single of these levels, it is important to think about how to deal with the environment differently, how to make sure that whatever we do is sustainable and it is possible to do it, at the same time profitable to the company. Economy and the environment are not incompatible. On the contrary, the more you invest on sustainable business, the more you grow. That's the trend we are seeing at the moment. And those companies that were betting on dirty energy, on activities that were not compatible with the environment, are actually being moved out of the market because consumers are more and more demanding of clean products and want to have a healthy environment that will safeguard their livelihoods and will protect their children. We see a lot of young people that are coming out of universities that are bright, that are extremely well trained, but do not have doors open from the government sector, from the public sector. Therefore, they turn to the private sector, and the private sector itself has a limited capacity to absorb all of these people. So they develop their creativity, and also we see more policies that are favorable to entrepreneurship, and it is remarkable that many countries are now understanding that entrepreneurship is important. Many developing countries have a growing youth population that needs to be dealt with, and therefore they understand that it is their role as government to set policies that would be favorable to entrepreneurship, and especially young entrepreneurs. And I would like also to highlight a very important point. Unlike big corporations, SMEs are more gender equal, if I can use it properly. Up to 30% of small and medium enterprises are actually run by women. And that is remarkable. If you move up to the big enterprises, you will see how little, how few women actually are running this business, be it in Europe, in the United States, in Japan, or elsewhere. So it is also a very good development to see that women are actually coming, and there's a growing number of women that are running small enterprises. And the hope is that the world will be transformed in such a way that they will be moving to bigger companies. Now, I grew up in a village. I grew up in a village which had no medical center, and still doesn't have, by the way. I was not born in a hospital. I was born in a place where access to medical centers was problematic and is still. Traditional medicine has always been there. What may be new is that traditional medicine that was barely recognized by modern science as having a value is now more and more recognized. I think that combination of traditional knowledge and science is bringing up and is highlighting the importance of traditional medicine. The dosage is now better controlled. The packaging is now better done. And the marketing is also being done in such a way that traditional medicine has now, it can now be found in pharmacies. Maybe my background also plays somehow to say that, yes, it is something that I cherish. And it is creating jobs in the villages. It is a perpetuation of a traditional knowledge that otherwise would have been lost. And it is very important to have, again, young people and young entrepreneurs who would value these products, would market them, will package them, and will actually create jobs and at the same time treat those people that otherwise would not have access to modern medicine.